Hello, hello, Capricorns. We're going to get right into the singles. We're going to the couples. This is going to be general and love, whatever comes out for the first 2 weeks of April. Thank you for joining me. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and give me a thumbs up. Okay. You might want to watch the Sagittarius reading, Capricorns, but yes, we are seeing grounded energy, a lot of learning, a lot of studying, growth happening, steady finances. We're seeing reminiscing on the past childhood days. We're seeing teaching and researching and growing and learning, teaching others the things that you have learned. We see you happily looking over your life right now, kind of enjoying where you find yourself in this moment. That's the way I'm reading this for you. And we also see the presence of an earth energy. Um, could be you, it could be someone outside of yourself who you might see in this way as a smart person, a well learned person, well researched, well educated, well versed in many subjects type of person, strong earth grounding energy about this person. Okay, we're seeing happiness. We're seeing you just continue to flow with this abundant, happy, awesome energy that you've been feeling lately. For my Capricorns, we see you guys moving into a great energy this spring, enjoying time with your family and friends. We also see some of you guys going to events within the next couple of weeks, or kind of planning events in the next couple of weeks, planning travel, things of that nature, planning to get out and spend time with family and friends. For those of you who are in places that are opening up, or you can do so in a safe manner, we see you guys also wanting to do these things. We see some people spending time with neighbors, friends. We see you babysitting during this time, doing things of that nature, having fun with spending a lot of time doing things that you find joyful, that bring happiness to your life. You're doing a lot of self care during this period. For my Capricorn singles, you're doing things that truly bring you joy, truly work on your foundation of your soul, and to make you a better person so you can be a better person for everybody else. So it just feels like a very happy, happy beginning to spring for my Capricorns who are vibing with me. So let's go ahead and thumbs up that happiness, and that joy, because look, this is what we had. Disappointments. For some of you guys, the disappointment hasn't quite happened yet, but you're gonna find you're gonna go from a happy period to something disappointing happening, and then you're gonna have to do the bounce back, the happiness and everything, and rely on your grounding, your education, the roots, the research you've done to kind of help you move past a disappointing situation or something you felt didn't go quite your way emotionally. We see an emotional hiccup, if you will, during this time period for some of you guys. But for some of you guys, this is more of a you moving away from this emotional period to a happy period, because I really don't have an overwhelming sad feeling for my Capricorns at all. This feels like something you've maybe reminisced on, experienced, and or something again that you kind of have spent time researching and learning how to move on from, these disappointments in life. But again, we see another card of happiness, joy. We see you gaining finances during this period for my Capricorns out there, and you feeling comfortable. Again, look at her. She is relaxing in a lap of luxury in a beautiful, what looks like jacuzzi or pool, with more money than she could have around her, more money than anyone could spend in their lifetime. Just feeling very pleasured and relaxed and gains and enjoying the fruits of their labor, enjoying the fruits of their manifestations and their good karma. So this is a good time for the vast majority of the Capricorns who are single, who are vibing with me. This looks like a really good time for money. We're seeing a lot of money energy for you. We're seeing another potential earth sign energy coming in that's really grounded, potentially well versed, well learned, well researched. So this looks like a good time after some disappointment, some heartache, some pain, some losses, more downs than ups. We see that our Capricorns are going to be experiencing some really fun times, some really good, happy times. We see you focusing on your self-care, going to spas, day spas, starting fitness routines, working on your fitness for summer, setting new goals for yourself, changing your diet, welcoming in money that way through abundance of health, mentally, physically, and spiritually. So we see you ascending. And now it's just a time to really go after your dreams. We see this Princess Spring energy really ushering you into the spring and really giving you that extra boost you may need, that little extra bit of passion you could have been lacking coming out of the winter. For those of us in the U.S., coming out of the winter and going into spring, we see this burst of energy happening for you guys. A very abundant time for my Capricorns out there. It looks like a lot of ideas. You're going to be pursuing a lot of your ideas now. You're going to start getting projects off the ground. You're going to get your projects green lit and things of that nature. You're going to see people start to move forward with offers. We're going to see you start to move forward towards your business, your education, and different aspects. Starting that online business, starting that YouTube channel, starting that TikTok, whatever it is that you're into. We see these things beginning to thrive, and this being an excellent time. The universe is saying for you to go after what you want in life. Obstacles have been cleared after these disappointments happened in the past, and you're getting some justice. The scales are being balanced now. We see cords being cut. We see karmic cycles that were negative coming to an end for my Capricorns. We see that a lot right now during this energy of spring and this year. We see a lot of wrongs being made right. We see a lot of people who did things in the dark. We see in their evil deeds and their wrong deeds come to the surface, and justice being served, and people being vindicated, and just the scales of justice in the universe finally saying it is your turn. This hasn't been unfair. We saw what happened, and now it's time to make wrongs right. So I want you, those of you who might be single out there as well, I want you to potentially be on the lookout for another earth sign or someone potentially of the Libra sign. I don't know if you guys like me calling signs out, but yeah. So again, we got two nines on the board, and with the numerology, I just want to emphasize that those two nines, um, those are cycles coming to an end. These are completions beginning to happen. We see the justice coming in finally after some messed up situations. Let's see what the Kipper wants to talk about, if it wants to talk about what happened in the past or what's going forward for the next couple of weeks. For those of you vibing with me today, this is looking really good though for wow, Capricorns. I'm not even pulling another Kipper for my singles. Are you serious? Guys, prosperity, abundance. You have cycles ending. You have your justice coming in. Singles out there who are vibing and ready for the love, ready for somebody new to come in, ready to give somebody a chance, a heart. You've done your healing. You've done what you needed to grow and ground yourself. You've opened yourself. You've balanced your own skills. We see this being an abundant, fruitful, very happy time after some disappointments in your past. We're going to leave those right there. We've healed, we've learned, we've grown. We're going to leave those disappointments in the past. We're all about moving forward to this happiness, this abundance, this gain, this justice, this success. This could be justice in legal endeavors for those of you guys who might be having court circumstances right now, custody battles and lawsuits of different kinds, or just having to go to an authority entity or an authority figure and seek out justice for wrongdoing, someone transgressing against you. It looks like everything is going to go in your favor during this time period for my Cappies out there, for my Capricorn singles. This is a super great time for you guys. It's a very lucky, lucrative time for you guys, a good time to start projects and, just go after what you want. This is it, guys. Reveal the peacock beauty. The peacock is stunning and graceful and proud display. You too are a great beauty. Within you resides a glorious being of light with an ability to create. Your intentions, decisions, and particularly your words are becoming more powerful. Enjoy wise use of your creative power to express the beauty within you. Ask for divine blessings upon your plans, projects, and words. Guys, Again, Capricorns who are single out there, this is a prosperous time, okay? Um, if you have set your intentions, make sure you manifest them. Manifestations are going to be happening quickly. Make sure you're manifesting properly and that you have your energy clear so you can bring all these in, energy clear and protected for my singles out there, okay? You have a lot of money wanting to come in. You have a lot of prosperity wanting to come in. You have potentially a new person coming in that might be a Libra or an earth sign or a Libra with earth sign in your chart or vice versa. But make sure you check on the signs too. You watch those readings for my singles out there. You know, you watch your moon and your rising and all that good stuff. So you can get a clear, broader picture of what might be happening, what happened, where your new person might be coming from, and their energy. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to move into Capricorns who are coupled in relationships. So go ahead and give me a thumbs up for my Capricorn singles, okay? All that money and prosperity and abundance and love coming in. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up if you are vibing with that, okay? I appreciate it. So we're going to be reading for you Capricorn couples, you Capricorns who are engaged, living together in serious commitments. And for those of you who watch my readings, you know that the couples and singles energy flows all the way through. So you might just want to watch the whole reading because you might get some tidbits from this couples part that didn't come out in the singles and vice versa. So we're going to move on to those of you who are coupled for my Cappies. And please do like and subscribe. I am trying to grow my channel. I would like to go live with you guys and offer readings at a discounted rate through the lives. So I can really vibe with your energies one-on-one like that. I think that would be really cool. And I can give you some, really good accurate readings instead of these generals, All right. So leave your questions and comments below. Ooh, that was an amazing card for my couples. Just so you know, let's hope that comes back out once we get to this Kipper portion of our reading. Amazing card, Kipper. So let's hope, So go ahead and tell me why you're here today. You never know. I might give you a reading down in the comments down below. I do reply. I might just give you a one-card reading. You never know. And I don't say these things in all my videos, so you really have to catch me when I do. If I'm feeling energetic or I'm guided to, you might just get the answer to your question right down there in the bottom. Alrighty. So, Capricorns who are Capricorns, my Cappies, who are in relationships. Let's do this. This is for April, first 2 weeks of April, 2021. See what we're starting out with. All right, the Chariot. Oh, nice for my Capricorns who are coupled. We see positive movement forward. We see a little bit of daredevil risk taking within your relationship. We see our couples thinking about purchasing a new vehicle, getting vehicle upgrades, getting vehicle work done in some kind of a way. But we see, most importantly, movement forward in life and all the aspects that we might want to see. Positive change. We're starting out with a major arcana of the universe saying, let's go, Capricorn couples. Let's move forward. We are out. We are out to take charge. We are out to take control. We are out to, rule the world type of energy. I'm getting a very, very passionate, like, let's go energy. Like I'm feeling almost rushed with this energy coming from this card. Almost as if the person who is on top of the vehicle is so excited and in such a rush that they can't wait for the taxi driver to take off and go, that they need to be on top of the vehicle, leading the way, like, let's go, like it's a true and actual chariot. And they're, leading the horses, as if it was a horse and buggy style of transportation. So we just see this electrified energy of go, go, go right now. Pleasure for our couples, enjoying intimate times together, enjoying dates. We see potentially an interracial couple here, or an interracial couple coming into play for our Capricorns, and it just being fruitful, abundant, and pleasurable. Things could take off very quickly and lead to what pleasurable times very quickly. But just pace yourself, use protection, um, and make sure that you get to know this person. We see lots of fun times, pleasure, going out, having drinks. If you happen to drink, or just celebratory times, we see your spring starting off with an absolute kick butt, charge forward, bang for my Capricorns who are in couples. Just abundant, grounded energy, loving energy, earthly, grounded energy. You are in your energy. We see a lot of our couples doing research together, um, working on projects together, working on home projects and different things together, thinking about having children, thinking about their past. We see some of my couples who are watching or watching for their significant other. We see you guys have, some of you have been together long term since you were younger, or at least known each other for a while since you were younger. We see you reminiscing and talking about old days. Some of my older people out there spending time with their grandchildren, younger children in the family, being a mentor type of a leader, matriarch of your family, although this isn't the matriarch or emperor's card, but still presenting that type of the energy. That's what we get with the urban tarot from that card. And then we have the devil. So I want you guys to look out for any potential seduction, any potential three-party situations trying to come into play during this time for my Capricorns who are looking to date. I want you to make sure that the person that comes in to your situation is not this devil type energy, and that they're not seducing you with pleasure and temptations. I don't want you to move too fast that you lose your head. You're usually pretty grounded for my earth signs, but if I read this in a negative sense, this is moving a little bit too fast, losing your grounding, and finding yourself in a situation you're not going to want to be with, someone you're not going to want to be with. Okay, so we're just going to want to stay away from that energy and make sure we have our heads on straight. We're staying grounded for my earth signs, for my Capricorns out there. Um, and you're just going to want to make sure that there is no other person coming into this relationship. This is how I read this for you all who are in relationships. You want to make sure that you or your spouse is not led into temptation. You can make sure for yourself, but as far as your spouse, it takes two to tango, and your spouse is going to make the choices that, ultimately they want to take. But we see this as being a time of temptation, whether that's you all are so abundant and you're just rolling high and having such a good time that you're tempted to do things that you shouldn't during this time period. So this is the universe saying, watch out for that. Watch out for this energy. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's not get too far into our egos. Let's stay grounded, keep a firm foundation, not move too fast when we're making our decisions and choices. And for those of you who happen to be looking for a vehicle, make sure that you get it from a reputable source, and that you get a Carfax done on the vehicle, and have mechanics check the vehicle for you, even if it's certified used. Okay, so just make sure that it's a legit vehicle that you're getting. For my couples out there, or a legit mechanic, that you're taking your car to. Again, be on the defense, or people trying to rip you off or take your money or come into your situation and disrupt your happy home. For my Capricorns out there, change your passwords on anything important. I want you to be out on the lookout for people and possible negative energies that are trying to disrupt your happiness and cause roadblocks for you. Okay, so make sure you're doing your spiritual cleansing, and make sure you're doing your protection, and you keep protection around you at all times. You, your family, your loved ones. You keep your home protected, that you keep your property protected, your properties protected, whatever you own, the things that are important to you. And you're saging, you're using Palo Santo, you're doing Reiki or whatever you need. If you need to book a session, go ahead, email me or write a comment down below. But make sure you're doing the things that you need to do to get your energy in check. Make sure you're setting firm boundaries for those of you who have children, for those of you who might have neighbors or friends or coworkers or things, getting on the line, set firm boundaries and let them know that you're not going to be led to temptation. You are the leader of your life. We see Emperor aspect coming in situations where you're going to, you're smart, you're earth sign. You're going to ultimately make the best decision for yourself. We see our earth signs within couples potentially married to or coupled with someone of a fire sign or Aries sign. We could see that person getting a raise, a promotion, some sort of a boost in their income, a large boost in their income, or you getting a large boost in your income if you may have a fire sign in your chart or Aries directly somewhere related in your chart. But we see great things coming in for this time period. So the universe is saying just protect your money, protect your abundance, keep your head on straight, use your logic. Don't move too fast into the situation. Do your research before you move forward, and things are going to work out very smooth, okay? So just make sure that you do, again, any research that may help you, again, come from a truthful, honest place with your dealings, any negotiations. Be tactful, be honest, be loving and true. If you're speaking to your spouse, and um, expect the expect and demand that from your spouse, but I want you to make sure you are speaking with love, because this is also a overly cold kind of an energy sometimes. So make sure you're warm and you're loving. If you have to have conversations about certain things, about certain boundaries or things of that nature that might come up during this time, just be diplomatic, loving, sweet, and speak to your spouse in the manner that you would like your spouse to address you. And make sure you're always being respectful and loving, but honest and true at the same time, okay? For my Capricorn couples, I can't believe all of that abundance that's coming your way. You're going to have some haters, so watch out for that. You're going to have people trying to potentially step into your relationship, so watch out for that, whether they're coming on to you or your spouse, okay? Watch out for like sneaky dealerships, car dealerships, or sneaky loans, home loans, or whatever. Just make sure everything is above board that you're dealing with right now. So we have a mature man that's going to play a major aspect, whether this is you or your spouse, or someone who is um, related to you in some kind of way. We see this energy playing an important role during this time. We see this energy coming in a helpful way during this time with what feels like some sort of a helpful information. Yeah, well-traveled man, been here before many, many times. This person has lived on this earth many, many times. So you have an energy around you, whether it's physically here on this earth or in, another plane, but you have this presence around you that's very well-traveled, well-educated, well-learned, uh, assisting you during this way. And during this period, we see that my couples are going to be coming across some good news. Good news. Possibly public recognition for charity work or good work at your employers or schools or things of that nature for those of you who may have gone back to school. We see community recognition for my couples in some kind of a way, or honoring one another or a family member that is very important during this time. So maybe a relative, an elder relative is having a very important birthday, or someone important at your job is having an important birthday or anniversary, or retiring or something of that nature. Maybe you're retiring now to just enjoy the pleasures of the fruits of your labor. It could be anything for any of you. It just depends on your individual life and what part of your path you're on right now. So the gates of heaven, we have reoccurring energy. So you might want to watch Aqua or in the Sag video, okay? Okay, so we have the gates of heaven here for my couples. It says all beings have an ultimate spiritual destiny of happiness and freedom. Yet some can become frightened of divine love and believe they will do better to hide from it instead of moving towards it. Sometimes we need to help beings find their way to the light by holding peace and unconditional love in our hearts as we pray for the good that all creatures deserve. So, for my couples out there, go ahead and make sure you're just being tactful if you have to have any serious conversations with your spouse, okay? Make sure you're putting yourself first, because if you're not, whole, if you're not centered, you can't be the best you for anybody else, and don't be afraid to tap into your intuition and use your own light, and be trusting of your guidance, and be trusting of this new path that's starting, this new cycle that's starting. Yes, it's going to take off very quickly for you couples out there, but it's going to be very, very fruitful and abundant for you couples out there. And because you're going to be vibing so high for my Capricorn couples out there, you're going to have haters. The cards are already saying, look out for the haters. Look out for the people trying to scam you in advance, okay? Some of you couples might have somebody coming on to your wife or your husband and things of that nature. So just be on the lookout for those type of people, that type of negative energy trying to bring you down, because the universe says you have super abundant time coming. It's going to be a very, very happy, abundant start to spring for my Capricorn. So, just be out on the lookout. Make sure you're protecting your energy, you're protecting your home, your loved ones, and such. Doing your spiritual work, keeping yourself cleansed and protected, and things are going to go really smoothly. Keep your eye out for any shady people coming around you, any haters, okay? Keep your eyes on the lookout for any scams, okay, during this time period. People trying to get you for your money, for my Capricorns out there. All right. Thank you, guys. I love you guys. Thank you so much for joining me again today. Make sure you give me a thumbs up. I really, really appreciate it. Leave your questions and comments below. You never know. You might just get a free reading. And I'll see you soon.